There are a lot of situations in life when you do not understand what the other person said. So you want the other person to repeat the information. By the virtue of human tendency, people tend to use just one word that comes to their mind very casually, and that is what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what today's session is about. This very word what, no matter how, the intonation in which you say it is very rude. In today's session, we will understand how to ask people to repeat in English politely. The first one in the list is was that. Was that is all about what is that. It is a contracted form of what is that, which implies the other person to repeat the information. It's not blunt what, it is was that. If you say this one with a smile, I think that would add ultra charm to the way you say it. For example, person A says, I think we need to talk. But B did not understand because there was a lot of music in the background. So B says, sorry, was that? The music is quite loud. Next one is, was that? I'm driving and there's a lot of noise pollution. That means possibly the person is in the middle of the road and a lot of people are honking, a lot of noise pollution, can't understand. So the person says, sorry, was that? Could you repeat? This was the first expression to ask the other person to repeat politely. Let us look at the next one in the list. The next one is make neither head nor tail. I did not understand. Could you repeat? You're not saying could you repeat as such, but you're implying it with the use of this expression. For example, I'm sorry there was a loud announcement. I could neither make head nor tail for what you just said. That means possibly I'm at the airport and I couldn't understand what you said. Can you repeat once again? There was an announcement in the background. So I could make neither head nor tail. I could not understand. Next one. Hey, the mic was off. Could make neither head nor tail to what you just said. There are a lot of Zoom meeting going on currently and a lot of Google Meets as well. Online training going on. For example, Let's Talk has a lot of online communication training going on as well. Sometimes people don't understand what the other person said because it's online. So they say, hey, I could neither make head nor tail. Come again. So in this situation, you can make use of make neither head nor tail. The next one that we have in the list of polite expressions for repeating is it's Greek to me. Imagine I speak 4 languages, but Greek is one of the languages that I don't understand. So if you also do not understand something because possibly the person said something fast, etc., in that situation you can say, sorry, it's Greek to me. For example, excuse me, it was all Greek to me. I did not understand anything. Could you make that simple to understand? The next one is, I tried explaining Grandpa how to use a smartphone, but it was all Greek to him. That means I tried my level best to help my grandfather understand how to make use of technology, but he could not understand anything. So possibly the grandpa can say in return, sorry, Hridhaan, it is all Greek to me. Come again. Please explain again. This was all about, it's all Greek to me. Let's look at the next one. As clear as mud. Imagine I take this watch and put it in mud. And there's a lot of water. The color of the mud is same as that of the watch as well, for that matter. Would you be able to see the watch in the mud? You would not be able to. So when things are unclear to you, when you have not understood the thing and you want the other person to repeat it, you can use this polite expression which says, it was as clear as mud. Could you please say that again? Instead of saying, I did not understand, you can say, it was as clear as mud. For example, his instructions were as clear as mud. That means I could not understand any of that, even a bit. Can anyone help? Let's look at the next example. Ria's directions are as clear as mud. We need to add are here, are as clear as mud. Open the map on your phone. Ria is one of my good friends, and her ability to tell directions, Hridhaan, you've got to go right and to the left, etc., she's very weak at that. So I do not trust her when it comes to giving directions, and I say, it is as clear as mud. It's rather good that I use Google Maps in that situation. The next one that we have in the list is, could you run that by me again? One of my favorite ones, and I'm going to be putting a star at it. It says, could you run that by me? When you say run that by me, that means repeat. One more time, run that by me means to repeat something. For example, I missed the last slide in your presentation. Could you run that by me again? That means, could you repeat and help me understand that once again, the last slide that you just delivered and presented. Could you quickly run by me the changes you made in your essay again? Possibly a teacher is talking to one of the students about the final draft that the student made, and the teacher is saying, could you help me understand once again quickly what are the changes that you have made in that? Could you make me understand that? So the person is asking to repeat again, and that too with a very interesting phrase, politely. The next one that we have in the list is, sorry, I didn't catch that. Didn't catch here does not mean that I didn't catch the ball. It means I did not understand. For example, sorry, I didn't catch that. You said take a left after the red light, right? The person's checking on the directions and making use of it. This is one of the formal phrases that you can make use of at workplace. So if you think that you do not understand something, especially in a meeting, feel free to make use of this particular phrase. The next one is, sorry, I didn't catch that. How long do I need to charge these earplugs to run the whole day? The person possibly does not know a little bit about the new earphones that the person has purchased. So the person says, I want to know how long will the battery last for? How long do I need to charge them for? So I didn't catch that. The next one that we have is, I beg your pardon. One of the most interesting ones that we have in the list today. I beg your pardon means I am sorry, and can be used in a lot of situations, not just to repeat something. But since the theme of the session is repeating, asking the other person to repeat politely, you can make use of I beg your pardon as well. So the intonation goes like this. I beg your pardon. One more time. I beg your pardon. For example, the waiter could not understand and kept repeating, beg your pardon every time I named a dish. The next one is, oh, I beg your pardon. I thought you said 15 rupees, not 50. Happens quite commonly with all of us. Is it 15 or 50? Is it 16 or 60? In such situation, we can say, I beg your pardon. Could you come again? Next one that we have is, sorry, I couldn't follow you. Follow does not mean chasing the person wherever the person goes. Follow means I could not follow what you were trying to say. I could not understand what you were trying to say. You're using sorry to apologize and mentioning this politely, that I could not understand what you said. For example, sorry, I couldn't follow you. What's the point you're making here? That means you've been talking for a very, very long time, but I'm sorry, I don't understand. What are you trying to say here? I didn't follow you. Next one is, sorry, I couldn't follow you. Is that a yes or no? Possibly a person is proposing to the other person, and the answer is quite not understandable. So the person says, what is it? Is it a yes or a no? I didn't follow you. In such situation, go ahead with this one. The next one is, please come again. Short, crisp, not casual, and definitely not super duper formal as well. Goes in all the situations. Please come again. Come again does not mean enter the room or enter the hall. It means please repeat. For example, I could barely hear you because of the background noise. Please come again. The next one that we have is, please come again. I couldn't hear the last sentence. Can you say what were you trying to say? I could not hear the last sentence. Please come again. One more time, please. Similar to the last one, easy peasy one this time, not making use of any idiom here. Very simple. For example, one more time, please. The internet connection is quite weak. There's an online meeting that's going on. So the person says, sorry, internet connection was weak. One more time, please. Next one. I'm sorry. One more time, please. What you just said was too fast for me. It was very fast to understand. One more time, please. The next idiom that we have in the list is, do you mind repeating that? Important information here. Whenever you use the phrase, sentence structure, do you mind? Always use ing with the next word. Do you mind repeat? Do you mind repeating that? For example, do you mind repeating some of these instructions on the packet loudly? Next one. Do you mind repeating that, ma'am? I was a bit late for the class. It is not ma'am, it is ma'am, madam. Could you please repeat what you said in the class before? This was all about the polite phrases that you can make use of to ask the other person to repeat politely what they just said and you did not understand. In case you like this lesson, hit like, subscribe, and continue following all the other lessons that we have. Also, if you want to join the online training that Let's Talk conducts, please click the link below and get the information about all the new courses that we have on the go. Thank you very much again for joining this lesson with me. Take care and good day.